Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setup for today. So similar to the Dow Jones, we had this big move down on the weekly, and we've sort of got above, or we're just hovering on the 61.8. But look to the left, you can see all the structure that lines up with that Fibonacci extension. So not going to read too much into Fibonacci at the moment, just that is an area where the bears are going to try and take control. And we do have a bit of an inside bar forming. So not really interested in that at this stage. So if you look at the 3 hour, we've had a strong move up, bit of a pullback, and then sort of going into the close, we just started accelerating to the upside. So looking against the left, you can see these tails is what we need to do. We need to start looking at these tails, and that's the area we need to pay attention to. But I want to do that on the hour. At the moment, we've got a grouping of the oscillators starting to occur in this area. But for me, we've gone above the moving averages again. So pull back onto structure here gives me a buying opportunity. If we get down to the hour, that's what I'm really interested in. So you can see strong move up into a channel, and then we broke the channel to the upside. So let me just put that channel in so you can see what I'm talking about. So you can have it drawn like that, or I can draw it like that. Pretty much big move up and into a channel. Then we broke above it. Now we've come back to find support on the top of that channel. So, the next logical move for me at the moment is still to the upside. We've got a crossover. Let me just delete that channel. It's going to just create some confusion. So we've got a crossover on the moving averages here. Oscillators are nowhere at the moment. We do have some rubbish data that's come through from China, which is not helping things. But this is a bit of a wedge forming, strong move up, bit of a wedge, looking for another move to the upside. So the daily bar was pretty strong. I mean, the 8 hour bars were also pretty strong going into the close last week. So for me right now, I'm looking for structure, and I'm looking to buy off structure. Come down to the 15-minute, that's probably where you're going to be. There's your flag. You see it? That's your flag. There's your move up, flag, break, retest, get you higher, get you moving to the upside. Alternatively, you're looking for a pullback onto 41.50, and you're looking for that to hold before buying back into this. But at the moment, this is a weekly gap down. There is a bit of a gap here. You can see there at 41.50 there's a gap, and there's another gap further down, which is at the close of, at the open of Friday. I don't think we're going to get all the way down to that level, but definitely a fairly decent pullback would be worthwhile. Last thing I want to just check is, no, that's not a weekly low, no weekly lows, no weekly highs. Okay, so that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. I'm looking for opportunity to buy into this, and ideally I'd like to see it at 41.50. That would be a pretty decent area to get in for a move to the upside. May not happen if I look at the price action that's happening now in this flag. So then the other way to do this is to just watch the 15-minute. As soon as we start breaking above the flag, come back and test it. Opportunity to buy, stop below the low of the day. But I'd wait for Europe to finish. The DAX is looking pretty interesting. So, need to see the DAX pull back onto support as well. So if DAX can come back and find some support, I think the US markets will follow suit. Right now, this is driven by Asia, and there's some data that came out of China that everybody's not happy with. So they're selling off a little bit. But this is just a typical session. Asia brings us down, and then Europe either goes flat sideways or starts bringing us back up, or continues to downside. Then the US just lifts the markets again and climbs. So that's kind of the structure I expect is going to happen today. It is Monday, so it'll probably be pretty quiet. So for me, I'm looking for structure, and I'm looking to buy. So key point for me at the moment is, I just want to use this level here. It's 41.20. So I have this swing low here, and then this one that we're bouncing off here. So there's my first tail, there's my second tail. There's no other inside tail. The next one is all the way down here. So these are the two. Let's just put that third one in because we want 3 in all the time. So those are my 3 levels. I'm looking at the hour. So the first one we've already tagged, which we're almost tagged, 41.62. Then we have 41.53, and then we have 41.44. So those are the 3 levels that I'm looking for. So if we can get some structure inside there, that will get me long. Okay, anyway, if I do see something, I will call it on the Telegram channel for you, but at the moment I'm looking to buy off structure. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.